Hi, my name is Eric Moody, Mass Communications major here at Mansfield University. Today, we're going to take you into an exclusive sneak peek of a project entitled A Day in the Life of a Comm Student here at Mansfield. Not only will we show you what this awesome department has to offer, but we'll get some students' point of view as well.
Hi, I'm Michael Maniscalco. I have a major in mass communications and a concentration in sports information. I have a dual minor in public relations and electronic media. And I was an electronic media major, but I made the change to sports information last semester. This semester I was able to be a part of sports information, and I was fumbling with the decision of, is it a good idea because I could graduate, or is it a bad idea because I want to stay and be able to fulfill this concentration? For me, I thought it was a great idea. It was a great idea because I was able to work with Ryan McNamara and Steve McCluskey. Working with the Hall of Famer and Steve, and Ryan, who's a young guy that is just as good as Steve in my opinion, I've learned so much. I've learned that Photoshop, you need to be able to work with that. An example, the schedule cards that Mansfield University has. I had to cut out the players on Photoshop, make sure that they had no mistakes on them because they go up to hundreds of thousands of people. And you need to pick out the right positions that they're going when they're playing the game, and you get to match them up with two other athletes. And I think it's awesome because you get to learn who the athletes are as well. Another thing that I was able to do is I work with video photography as well. And the classes that I was able to take here at Mansfield, they transition to sports information. You have people like Ryan and Steve teaching you more about what goes on in the sports information office, and you already know what's going on because the communications department really teaches you what you need to know to be successful in sports information. Because I had a football that had all these signatures on it, and he had signatures of Dan Marino, Brett Favre, and John Elway, guys of that caliber. I had to look them up online and find out whose signatures are these. I found out who John Elway's was immediately, but couldn't recognize Brett Favre's signature. So I had to go online, find his signature, because Steve asked me to, and I actually found out that there was 5 to 6 Hall of Famers on this football. That's an experience. You get to see something like this. You get to see memorabilia that you don't get to see every day. And I found out that this football that they had is one of only 500 footballs that they had up there. Now that's impressive. That's cool. And that's the perks of working in sports information. You get to be able to work with great people, and you also get to see great things. And I think that sports information is something that I enjoy, and I know that you will enjoy.
Hi, my name is Kayla Russell, and I'm a public relations major. The department has helped me receive 2 internships during my time here in 3.5 years. I've interned with the Department of Environmental Protection. That's more environment-based to see how I would do in crisis management. And I also interned with Regal Entertainment Group in their alcohol and food service. It's been an amazing opportunity here at Mansfield to receive feedback and be able to express myself as freely as possible. I am involved in PRSA, so that's the Public Relations Student Society of America. I'm actually the president. So during our time there, we work on creating posters and community outreach, and we try to get as many students involved and teach them all about public relations. With the Department of Communication, it's easy to go into other concentrations, so we have it broken down into organizational, sports information, public relations, and electronic media. I'm actually a public relations and electronic media major, and I was able to graduate in 3.5 years rather than 4 years, and that's through communication department's encouragement. They encouraged me to go and get an internship over summer break, and during my time there I was able to get 9 credits plus 6 credits by taking 2 online courses. So if you're one of those people who wants to graduate early, it's easy to do, and it's easy to do with 2 concentrations. My advice for anyone who is coming into the Public Relations Department is to get involved as soon as possible. It is so easy to get involved on this campus. I'm involved in the Public Relations Student Society of America, but I also anchored on MU 60, which is a 60-second news outreach for alumni. It's really easy to get involved. We all pretty much know each other in the communication department. We're a small school with big opportunities, so don't be afraid to go out there and try to do something that you don't think you would ever do, because it'll be worth it in the end.
Hi, my name is Austin Borak, and I'm an organizational communication major at Mansfield University. I actually have a concentration in leadership studies as well, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, some of the things that I've been able to kind of take part in and have been offered at Mansfield University, especially my major, has been the opportunity to do things that I never would have thought that I could do. The department as a whole is one that for me personally, it didn't just tell me and push for me to, they didn't just like, oh, we believe in you, yeah, you can do this. It's a program that almost made me believe in myself, which is actually really cool. But I know I've been to New York City, actually. A week ago, I went to New York City and I got to take part in a nonprofit benefit called Feast, and it was quite an amazing experience. I got to meet celebrity Broadway performers, I got to meet broadcasters, we even got followers on Twitter from media, which was insane. We were retweeted, there was a group of 4 of us that went, and it was such a cool networking experience that it's one of those things that you'll just never forget. And in addition to that, I also have been able to take part in a lot of really neat projects. I'm working with a group of other students who are actually helping a Hollywood director and producer with building up their Twitter page and trying to get more followers and developing and how to get their name out there. And that's an opportunity that I never, if you would have told me 2 years ago, even 3 years ago, that I would be doing that today, I would have told you it was a lie. But it's neat that I was able to get that kind of an experience, and I'm building on it and I'm making connections. So now I have people from New York City that I can reach out to, or I can reach out to Hollywood and be able to really hone in and take advantage of those experiences and opportunities. But I've also made really interesting connections just here in this small school that I wouldn't have made anywhere else. My professors, I am ridiculously close with my professors, and I love it. It's incredible. They are a big reason of who I am today. The subject matter that I study in that, which is anywhere from nonverbal communication, gender comm, trying to think what else, interpersonal conflict. Literally, organizational communication is just problem solving. It's a generalist program of communication. And to me, that is absolutely insanely cool. I love it. And if it weren't for these professors and if it weren't for the students in this department, I probably wouldn't be the student I am today. I went from coming in with terrible grades, I was in a completely different department, and it wasn't for me. And then I took one class that was communication and fell in love with it. It's a completely different turnaround that I wouldn't have experienced otherwise. So that's kind of something that I hold dear, and also try to encourage other people to understand and experience that for themselves. When you come to this department and you take part in this department, it's something that you just have to experience, because it's a family. It's not, oh, I go to class, I sit there, I take notes, I take a test, I go home. You can get a message from your professor saying, hey, I know that you've been struggling with this class, how's that going? Or how's that group project? Let's talk about this. My advising meetings are supposed to be a half an hour. They're typically about an hour, which I guess that's a good thing. I like to think so, because we always end with, this was step 1, we're now at step 3. We cover so much information that help guide me to a completely different path. Because I switched majors so late in the game, I was supposed to be here an extra year, and now I only have to be here for the summer. So I get to graduate so much farther in advance than I thought. And that's through the help of my professors and also my friends that support me within my department. And problem solving is such an important part, and you see it in everyday life. And that's one of the things that I love about WorkComm, is that every single aspect in every class, I can take away something and throw it into my reality. And that's a really cool transition. And if it weren't for my department and being able to instill these values and this curriculum and this subject matter, I wouldn't be who I am today. And so I cannot stress that enough, that this small school life has made me ready for the big world. And that is something that I will always, always take with me. And as I've said before, the department just doesn't believe in you, but it helps you believe in yourself. And that's so true.
Hello, my name is Jason Salter, and I'm a communication student here at Mansfield University with a focus on electronic media. I came to this department in 2014 with the high hopes of pursuing a radio or film career here at Mansfield University, but during my time I found that I enjoy doing television as well, and I've gained that experience through MUTV, which is the Mansfield University television, where I am the president of right now. That group, along with the rest of the department and the teachings that I've learned here, have opened my mind and given me a better option to do more things in the future rather than just focus on one thing. So I know that when I graduate and I'm out in the job market, I know that I don't have to do just one thing. I can do film, I can do radio, I can do television, I can do marketing, public relations. So there's a plethora of things that I can do after my time here at Mansfield University to get me on the right career path. I'll say for people that are looking to come into the communication field or even just thinking about it, if they want to come over here, I think they have a good supporting structure here in the communication department. Not only will the professors tell you everything you want to know or give you the right path into what you want to do, but the students are also very helpful as well. There are plenty of students here who aren't communication majors who join the different organizations such as MUTV or even WNTE, the radio station. They find out how much fun they have with it and how enjoyable and how much satisfaction that they get out of it, that, you know what, they want to become a mass comm major and they do have successful careers moving forward. So if you see a professor sitting around somewhere, ask them. Even the students, stop them in the hallway. Say, hey, how's the communication department? There'll be nothing but high praises from everybody.
My name is Eric Moody. I'm a senior here at Mansfield University, and I'm going to graduate with a mass communications degree in electronic media. Mansfield University has been a big help and part of my success as a comm student. I learned a lot of things as far as professional ways to handle myself. Dr. Young has helped me in a lot of ways that now today I am thankful for. And at the time in my younger career where I was more egotistical, I took everything personal. She helped me as far as my attendance, being in class on time, making sure there's no excuses. In the workforce, you have to come to work. So in class, you have to come to class. MUTV, MU60 helped me with my video production. It's just so many great opportunities that Mansfield has done for me in the classroom, outside the classroom, that I'm just glad I was able to be a student here. I transferred at my previous institutions. I didn't feel connected to the comm department like I do here at Mansfield. Here I could come to anyone. I could come to Houston Baker Media Services. We were able to rent cameras. You know, I didn't have that opportunity at other institutions I was at. We can take the cameras out and borrow them for the weekend and get productions done, not only for class, but I'm able to work on things on my own and get the one-on-one personal experience of what it takes in electronic media that I wouldn't be able to get anywhere else. And I'm glad that Mansfield offers those opportunities. Last but not least, I would like to introduce Gary McIntyre. Everyone calls him GMAC here at Mansfield. GMAC has been a big help for me as well. He has taught me how to handle myself more disciplined and get things done on time. Assignments, if it's a due date, just like in the workforce, you need to turn it in. It's due when it's due. His grading has helped me read material carefully in the things that I'm submitting. He's been a big help for me, and I thank him as well as Dr. Young and Dr. Hoy for all the things, as well as Dr. Jackson. Love Dr. Jackson. Just a lot of the ways the comm department handles their grading and the connection we have here with the professors here is like no other. I never got that type of connection from the professors anywhere else, but at Mansfield University, I have. I want to thank everyone for watching this exclusive project of A Day in the Life as a Comm Student. All the students out there, or potential students who's looking to enter the comm department, you see all the wonderful opportunities that's here. It's not a bad transition coming over. Again, I'm Eric Moody. Thanks for watching.